I don't know that I managed it very well. I work harder than I think I should, in the sense that I don't think it's really healthy to work 18-hour days, but that does seem to be what it comes out at. So one part of my job is fundraising and liaising with alumni, which is sort of outside of the university and involves a lot of travel. And I probably spend about 10% of my time traveling. So I'm away for 4 to 6 weeks of the year, outside the country and outside of Cape Town. Part of the job is routine, is managing conflicts and HR issues and the sort of thing that any manager has to do at the top of an organization, which usually is the result of appeals or things coming to the top. Doesn't feel like terribly productive work, and you don't start off your week thinking, I'm going to spend 5 hours doing a grievance or a disciplinary case. But because ultimately those appeals and the buck stops with me, I have no option, and it's part of what I have to do. That's probably a few hours a week, but as I say, it's got to be done. It doesn't feel very productive. A lot of time is managing my managers, or the people who report to me. I have a one-on-one meeting with most of the people who report to me every second week, and it may be that the span of control in my environment is too wide, that I should have another level of management in between myself and others, so that I don't have so many people reporting to me, because it is time consuming. So that may not be very efficient, but I do have 4 deputy vice chancellors who I meet with. I meet with them once a week. I have an executive director of finance, an executive director of communications and marketing, and an executive director of fundraising and alumni who each report to me. I meet the deans of faculty. There are 8 deans. I don't meet them as regularly, but I attend a meeting with them collectively once every 2 weeks. I have a meeting with the senior management team once every 2 weeks. So those are routines, but that actually ends up and I also meet the student SRC president around once every 2 weeks to once a month, depending on the issues. So those are one-on-one meetings, line reports, which take up another probably 6 hours a week. Then I choose to sit. I'm ex officio on many committees, but there are some which I chair and have to put much more investment and time into. So I sit on the council, on the executive of council, so that meets once a month. I chair the Senate Executive Committee, and the various management committees, certain selection committees. So if we're selecting a dean or a senior position, I'll chair the selection committee. The finance committee, the fundraising committee. So quite too many, but committee time probably takes up a good 30% of my time. I don't know if that adds up to 100, but those are the main components, the main block components. The thinking tends to be done after hours, unfortunately, and that's the pity of it. One would like to have time carved out to read and think, and that tends to be after hours, as does the email, which is incessant and always a problem, actually. But it just flows, overwhelms you, and a lot of time goes into dealing with that.